Writers use different organizational structures to help them plan what they're going to write. Last week, you learned about the story arc, or this ride the story plot. I'm going to show you today what that would look like if this were how I were to brainstorm my story. I'm going to tell you the story about the trapeze, more specifically than I've told you ever before. So I know that right here in the exposition, I need to explain who the characters are and where I am. So we're in Florida, staying at a resort. The weather was nice, and we decided to trapeze. It was something they only offered there. I was with my mom and 2 aunts, my sister, and 2 cousins. We were celebrating my aunt's birthdays. They're twins. So the first thing that happened was I was sitting on the bench waiting for my turn. To go trapezing. And I started to wonder, am I afraid of heights? I think I might be. I just wasn't sure. The next that happened was my cousin Christy went, and she swung down like she was in the circus. And she flipped upside down on purpose. I was very impressed watching her go. She was so courageous. Next, my cousin Karen went, and she went down not quite as great as Christy, but not as graceful, but she hung upside down. It was so high in the air. Next, my sister went, and she just went normal. She just swung down on her arms. But here's what you don't know from this part of the story. At each of these little spots, my anxiety was getting worse and worse. So that's a detail I know I'm going to have to describe when I write my story. So here in the climax, here is the part where I climb up. And I have a full-blown panic attack, stuck at the top for 20 minutes. I begged them to let me climb back down. So the falling action is where they lowered me to the ropes kind of and let me swing down. And then the very last part, I was embarrassed and drained, so exhausted. And I found out my mom videotaped the whole thing. And she said to me at the very end, "Aren't you so proud of yourself for doing it?" I was not. Another way an author could do this would be to very quickly do somebody wanted but so then. If I were to do this, it would be I wanted to trapeze, but apparently I'm afraid of heights. So I climbed to the top and had a panic attack. Finally, after 20 minutes, I was lowered to the swing and on the net. So you have to decide which of these do you feel like is going to help you best brainstorm your narrative and really get your ideas out. For me, this one, the story arc really did a better job of breaking everything down than Somebody Wanted But So.